Hey there, it's Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub. And for those of you who don't know me, my business partner, Manny Romero, and I, we fix and flip houses in Phoenix, Arizona, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And in this training today, I want to explain to you how to build a buyer's list for your fix and flip deals. Now, if you've done any type of wholesaling or you've studied how to become a wholesaler, you've read books about it, you've attended trainings, maybe you've paid a coach or someone to teach you how to wholesale, you've likely had it hammered into your head over and over and over again. You've got to build a buyer's list to have success as a wholesaler. You need a cash buyer list so that when you stumble across a wholesale deal or through your marketing, you put a wholesale deal under contract, you have somebody to sell the house to, so you make money, right? Of course. Well, what a lot of people don't understand, a lot of rehabbers and even professional fix and flippers don't get, is that you can also build a buyer's list for your fix and flip deals. And by doing so, you're going to save thousands and thousands of dollars and hours of time when you have somebody all ready to go to buy your fix and flip deal once it's all done. Now, Manny and I, we fix and flip. Our exit strategies are different in Phoenix and in Milwaukee. For example, in Milwaukee, we fix and flip turnkey properties. Well, what do we mean by turnkey fix and flip deal? Well, in Milwaukee, what we do is we buy our houses, we remodel them, then we lease them, then we sell them to investor buyers because the house has been completely remodeled, has a tenant in place, and is cash flowing. That's a very lucrative type of opportunity for an investor buyer, somebody, a high net worth individual, or perhaps a hedge fund that's looking to just buy an asset that cash flows, right? That's all they want. So what we've done in Milwaukee, and this goes back 4 or 5 years now, is we created or decided, listen, there's no market really when we take our turnkey house and we put it on the multiple listing service. It's very difficult to sell with a tenant in place, and most investors don't go to the multiple listing service to buy rented properties there either. So we said, you know what, we're going to need to create our own buyer's list for these properties. And there were really 4 things that we did to create this buyer's list. But after a couple of years, we had grown this buyer's list to over 200 people, and we realized, you know, there's a lot of the things we're doing in our turnkey fix and flip business we could do in our traditional fix and flip business in Phoenix. Now in Phoenix, we do what we call a lot of value add fix and flip deals, where we'll buy a small house on a big lot, okay, and then we'll add square footage to it and a lot of other bells and whistles and basically value add to the house, making it worth a lot more money. So we created a similar system for generating buyer leads for our fix and flip deals in Milwaukee. So there's really 4 steps to this. 4 steps to the turnkey approach and 4 steps to the traditional approach. They're both very similar, but I want to show you here on my screen what they look like. With a turnkey fix and flip business, here's what we did when we first started out. Number one, we set up a very basic website with specific keywords, like the name of the city and the state, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a lot of turnkey words in it. And it's just a one-page website. And it has an opt-in button on the page that allows you to opt in to sign up to be on our buyer's list. All right. Now we used, in case you're wondering, we used a company called Lead Pages, and it's very inexpensive and it was very simple to set up. We did it all on our own. I did it all by myself. And if I could figure it out, you could figure it out. But that's basically what we did. And after we created that website, with our company name, of course, as the URL, and this opt-in page, then we linked this opt-in page to an email list so we could start building our list. And then every time we had a new property come available, we would email blast it out to our investor buyers and say, hey, we've got a new property available if you're interested in purchasing it, a new turnkey property. And we'd actually start sending these emails out about 30 to 45 days prior to the home going on the market. And an amazing thing happened, an amazing thing. We started putting these houses under contract before we were even completed, before we were even done with the rehab. So it's really a good feeling, right? When you're in the middle of a rehab, you don't have to worry about, hey, where's my buyer going to come from? Who's going to buy this house? You've already got somebody under contract to buy your completed fix and flip deal. So that's step one. The second thing we did is we created a very basic Facebook business page. And on our Facebook business page, under click for more info at the top and in several other locations on the Facebook business page, we have our little opt-in. So people can opt in there to be on our buyer's list. Okay. The third thing we did is we created a very basic Facebook ad campaign. A lot of people, right, are on Facebook. They go to Facebook to learn more about another company. And of course, they also are on there just scrolling for different things. And certainly if you have a person who's interested in real estate investing or just in business entrepreneurship, you can create targeted ads to go to them about what it is your company does and the properties you have for sale. And of course, that ad takes them to your opt-in page. And again, you can start these ads for as little as $1 a day. It's very inexpensive to create a basic Facebook ad campaign. Not only that, but there's tons of tutorials on the internet on how to do these very simple things. And then lastly, this has also been very effective for us. We use yard signs in our completed properties, and we actually put them up about 30 days after the rehab has started. And these aren't these cheap little corrugated signs that say we buy houses. These are nice, professionally made signs with our company name, our company logo, our phone number, and our email, and maybe a little slogan at the bottom that says coming soon, another luxury property or another fully remodeled property from, and then our company name. And that generates excitement, and people see the sign and they start calling you and they want to know, hey, when is this house going to be available? I'm interested in buying it. And again, they go to your website, they see the opt-in, and they want to get on your buyer's list. So there's a lot of different ways, 4 different ways here to create a buyer's list for your turnkey fix and flip deals. Now, maybe you're sitting there going, well, I don't live in a market where I can do turnkey fix and flips, or I don't really want to do that. I just want to do normal fix and flips, traditional fix and flips. Well, the process works very similarly, okay? With a traditional fix and flip, like I said, we do a lot of value add fix and flips in Phoenix, where we buy a small house on a big lot. We do a lot of luxury, fun, really cool types of things to the house. So what we've also done in Phoenix is we have a very basic website with keywords, luxury homes, newly remodeled homes, turnkey homes, whatever. And then we have, of course, Phoenix, Arizona, and then the surrounding areas is our keywords in the website. And again, it's a very simple one-page site. And then we have an opt-in page, so people can opt in to learn more about your up-and-coming properties that are going to be available for sale. Now, you could take it a step further. We don't actually do this. You could take it a step further and have a link to your current inventory. So people, after they find your website, can go and see what houses you have that are currently under construction or just about ready to go on the market or are finished, so they can see before and after photos of your properties, and it gets people really excited about your deals. Now, you can also do a Facebook ad campaign to people who live in that same zip code as the house where you're fixing and flipping the property, right? So if you live in a specific zip code, you can run ads, and you don't have to live in that specific zip code, but you can create an ad, target it to just people who live in that zip code and say, hey, coming soon, another luxury property from ABC company, right? You can show pictures of it in the middle of its rehab, or if it's done, you could do before and after photos. You can say another luxury home from ABC Home Builders or whatever your company name is. And you could start running these ads ideally 60 to 90 days prior to completion of the property. And where does that ad take you? It takes you to an opt-in page to learn more about the property and get updates about when it's going to be complete. All right? So that's number 2. Number 3, there are Facebook groups in your city, in your market, in your own neighborhood where you can market your up-and-coming deals, your coming soon deals, right? For example, where I live southeast of Phoenix in the Chandler-Gilbert area, and there's a huge Facebook group. It's called Living Chandler. There's like 65,000 people in this group. I'm a member of this group. I could share my property. Hey, in case you're wondering, I'm looking to sell my house. It's going to be coming to market soon, fully remodeled, beautiful. You can do that. You can also find the neighborhood Facebook group. The neighborhood that I actually live in has its own closed Facebook group. It's easy to find these groups, search these groups out, and you can either ask the administrator of that page to add you to that group or share your post with the group saying, hey, how'd you like to pick your neighbor, right? So-and-so, this investor's got a house here in our neighborhood that's going to be going on the market soon. Pick your neighbor, and share them with this information and buy this house. And again, that info goes to a link for your opt-in page as well. And then finally, again, we love yard signs, nice professional yard signs, company logo, name of the company, and an email and a phone number, so you can start getting people who are interested, who maybe even want to preview the house before you're finished. Again, we've sold many, many properties using these approaches, and it's amazing to have a house that's only 30 days completed or 30 days into your reno or 60 days into your reno, and you've already got a contract on it because somebody saw your yard sign or a Facebook ad or your website and was so excited about it that they gave you an offer or wrote a contract on it right there on the spot. It's kind of like being Apple, right? When Apple releases a new iPhone, right? People line up around the door and down the street to buy that new iPhone days in advance. How good does that feel to be Apple when you know you have a product that's so amazingly hot that people were willing to wait in line to get it? Well, how cool would it be to have your fix and flip deal, have people kind of lined up to buy it because you did the proper marketing ahead of time and built your buyer's list for your fix and flip deal. So again, there's a couple different approaches based on what your exit strategy is, whether it's turnkey or traditional, but they're very similar. So that's all I got for today's training. Now, if you want to learn more about how to find and fix and flip turnkey fix and flip deals or value add deals, we've got a webinar going on right now. Click on the link here in the description of the video and you can watch that webinar. It's about an hour and 15 minutes long, and we go into more depth on how we fix and flip turnkey deals and value add deals and how we build our buyers list in those two markets. So with that, that's all I've got. My name is Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub. Thanks for watching.